Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2013. In the context of India, which of the following principles is or are employed institutionally in the parliamentary government? So what is a parliamentary system of government? A parliamentary system or a cabinet system of government is one in which the executive is derived out of the legislature and the prime minister heading the council of ministers, they are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. And if the prime minister and council of ministers lose the confidence of the Lok Sabha, then they will be dissolved and the government will be gone. Now let us look at the statements. They are asking about the implications of the parliamentary system of government. So we will keep this as the reference and we look at the options. The members of the cabinet are members of the parliament. Yes, the executive, the cabinet members, they are derived out of the legislature. So the members of the cabinet are the members of the parliament. The prime minister will choose his ministers out of the members who are there in the legislature only. So this is correct. Statement 2. Ministers hold the office till they enjoy the confidence in the parliament. Yes, it should have been very specifically Lok Sabha, but since they have given parliament, we will read it as parliament only. The ministers hold the office till they enjoy the confidence in the parliament. Yes, the prime minister and the council of ministers, if the no confidence motion is passed, the government has to resign. So till the time they enjoy the confidence of their parliament, that is the Lok Sabha, they will be in power. So this is correct. Statement 3. The cabinet is headed by the head of the state. Head of the state is the president. Nowhere here we talked about the president. We are talking about the prime minister who is heading the cabinet. The prime minister is the head of the government and not the head of the state. So the head of the government is the prime minister. The head of the state is the president. So the cabinet is not headed by the head of the state, but it is headed by the head of the government, who is the prime minister. So this is incorrect. If you remove option number 3, if we eliminate option number 3, then we will be left with A, that is 1 and 2 as correct. So a parliamentary system is one in which the cabinet is collectively responsible to the legislature. That is, the executive is responsible to the legislature. What are the main characteristics? We have the majority party rule, we have the presence of nominal executives and the real executives, we have the collective responsibility, the executive comes from the legislature, the leadership of the prime minister at the union level, the chief minister at the state level. The ministers must resign if they lose the vote of no confidence. And here, head of the state is the president, head of the government is the prime minister. Because the statement told the cabinet is headed by the head of the state, the president, it is wrong. The cabinet is headed by the prime minister. So answer will be A, 1 and 2 only. Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2017. The main advantage of the parliamentary form of government is that, so this question on parliamentary form of government, it is a repetitive question. It has appeared 4 to 5 times in the previous years. Statement A, the executive and the legislature, they work independently. B, it provides continuity of policy and is more efficient. C, the executive remains responsible to the legislature. D, the head of the government cannot be changed without an election. The main advantage of parliamentary form of government is what? Now, what is a parliamentary form of government? When we say parliamentary form of government, we have the legislature, we have the executive. The executive is derived out of the legislature. And here there will be a prime minister or chief minister heading the council of ministers. And this prime minister and the council of ministers are collectively responsible to the house of the people at the central level, that is to the Lok Sabha. So this is the parliamentary form of government where the executive is responsible to the legislature. The executive is collectively responsible to the legislature, and if there is no confidence motion, then this will be dissolved. The main advantage is the executive and legislature work independently. Are they working independently? No. The executive is derived out of the legislature, so there is not much independence here. It provides for continuity and policy and is more efficient. We cannot look at the efficiency based just on the type of the government. Yes, it does provide some efficiency because the decisions can be quickly taken by the cabinet, but that is not the primary and main advantage. It is one of the secondary advantages. So this will keep on hold. Statement C, the executive remains responsible to the legislature. Yes, the collective responsibility is the defining factor here. So this is more relevant. Statement D, The head of the government cannot be changed without an election. The head of the government, that is the Prime Minister, who is heading the Council of Ministers, if they lose the no confidence motion, then they will be changed even without the election. So this is incorrect. So the best option here is C. The executive remains responsible to the legislature. So a parliamentary form of government is one where the cabinet is collectively responsible to the legislature, that is the House of People or Lok Sabha. And the characteristics are majority party rule, collective responsibility is a defining factor, membership of the ministers in the legislature, the leadership of the Prime Minister at the union level or the Chief Minister at the state level, and dissolution of the lower house, that is the Lok Sabha or the state assembly at the state level, if they fail in the no confidence motion. So coming back, the correct answer is C.